It don't matter what city you come from. It don't matter what state you come from. It don't matter what country you come from overseas. It don't matter what your race is. It don't matter who you is. It don't matter who you are. You can have a business under the table, a business that's not under the table. You can own a business under the table, a business that's not under the table. You can be your own business owner and be your own co-signer, or you can have a co-signer or not have a co-signer. You can have a business selling your stuff in people's stores if it's under the table or not under the table. Well, and make as much money or more money than an online business on the table or not on the table, or a business that got a storefront on the table or not on the table. Or you can have an online business under the table or not on the table and make as much money or more money than a business on the table, not on the table, selling your stuff in people's stores, or having a business with a storefront on the table or not on the table. Man. Or you can have a business on the table with a storefront business on the table, a storefront business that's not on the table, well, and make as much money or more than a online business on the table, not on the table, or a business selling your stuff in people's stores on the table or not on the table. Or you can have selling your stuff in business selling your stuff in people's stores on the table, not on the table. Or you can have online business on the table, not on the table. Or you can have a storefront business on the table, not on the table. You can have all three or more. You feel me? And make as much money at all or more at all on the real. If you got a business under the table, you can do it out your house. You can have a storefront or rent a business or own a business, or you don't need no federal IN number or no LLCs. You ought to pay taxes, or you can pay taxes. But if you can have a business that's on the table, not under the table, and you can have a federal IN number, or you don't gotta have a federal IN number, or you can have LC, not LC, or you pay taxes, don't gotta pay taxes. But if you got a business with a storefront, you're gonna need a federal IN number, LCs. You have to pay taxes, not pay taxes. I had insurance and stuff. You feel me? And then, like, you can get a grant. You can get a loan from the bank, or you use your own money on the real. And like, getting the business from the bank is gonna cost way more than buying the business from the bank and then buying the business from a private owner. It's gonna be less buying it from a private owner, and sometimes it'll be more money buying it from a private owner than buying it from the bank. You can or it be the same amount buying it from the bank and buying it from a private owner. You can rent to own that building you in, or get a building somewhere else, or you can go straight ahead and own it. You feel me? And your credit, buying from a private owner, you can have credit or don't have credit. You can buy yourself or have a co-signer, or buying it from the bank, you can have credit or not credit, and buy yourself or have a co-signer. But if you can't get it from the private owner yourself or from the bank yourself, you can have your co-signer to get it from the private owner or get it from the bank. Probably you're gonna probably have to get it from the bank, then sign it over to you in your name. Then you get the business that way. On the real. You gonna sign everything over to you and then you own it that way. Real, then you can have your own money and still get a loan. Still have and put some of that money in. Come out with more money. Put some of that money in to get the loan. Come out with more money. Still have money in your pocket. Or you put all the money in and come out with more money. And still have money in your pocket. And more money this. It would have been go good, don't go good. You feel me? And still have the money. Or if you don't have no money, on the real, you can start a business from scratch and turn it to something, into most something. Or you can have business that's something already and turn it to most something. If it's on the table, not on the table. If you got a storefront or don't got no storefront. Doing it at your house, or you doing whatever, or you selling at other people's stores. You feel me? And still be the owner of. But if you selling at people's stores, you ain't gotta pay no taxes. Cause the people in the store you selling on their stores, they gonna have to pay taxes on their store, on their storefront. You selling people's storefront, or people businesses if they got a storefront, don't got a storefront. If they got an online business, or other people got an online business, or other people got a storefront or online business or a storefront business, or and still have your online business, your own storefront, or you don't gotta have your own business or a storefront, and still make as much money or more. You know, right? If it's on the table or not on the table. On the real. And like a business, you can always start it. You know, no matter what city you from, what state you from, what country you from, you can have more than one business in different cities, different states, different countries overseas. On the real, no matter what city you from or what country you from overseas. On the real. You feel me? And like, and they pay you for keeping your business. Your credit go up, and then you can invest money in other businesses, and then put it, and finish that business, finish the other business, and add businesses.